Hello, and welcome to Sibling Filmery. I'm Donata.
I'm Reggie.
And this is Athens, of course, that pops in and out. We are reviewing today Superman versus Batman. We saw it last night. What did you think? Like, what are we thinking? What are we giving this movie?
Let's do the alternating.
We're going to give it an alternating hand clap up. We didn't think it was two hand claps up. We didn't think it was one hand clap. You want to explain why?
It's good. It's really good. I mean, and I would say the whole movie's good, but you really didn't get captivated or caught into it until the end. And you know, from what you saw, it's just like a lot of movies. You see the trailers and you see a lot of stuff that's the action in the trailer, which I don't like. I like to see new stuff when I see the movie. So it's a little bit like all the action that you saw in the trailers was the real action in the actual movie too.
I think this was a Superman movie. So if you're a Batman fan, you're used to seeing continuous action throughout the entire film. Superman does this odd thing where it's this dramatic build-up, and then finally you get there, and it's this super long action scene at the end, and they're fighting for 20 and 30 minutes. And I'm like, you could have been spreading these out like 8 minutes here, 7 minutes there, and it is an extremely long fight scene in the end.
Yeah, it's a really long movie. I think it probably could have been a little shorter.
Definitely.
But I think it was more a philosophical movie.
Yeah.
You know, it looked at like real life. You know, how people would feel in real life if there was a guy on the planet who could really destroy the planet if he wanted to, if he wasn't a good guy. So, I mean, I kind of saw it from both people's perspective, from Superman's perspective and from Batman. I see exactly why he was doing what he was doing, and I could also see, that, the turmoil that Superman was having because he just thinks he's trying to do the right thing, which I really feel like he's, obviously a good person, or alien, but, I think he was trying to do the right thing, but I could understand what Batman said. Well, what if he one day doesn't want to do the right thing? Then what are we supposed to do as humans? So,
of course, my brother's phone is ringing. Is it downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna let the phone ring.
Yeah.
Oh, he can answer it. Yeah, he said okay with his watch. Great. Okay, so but it's not working.
Sorry, y'all.
So I have all these movie ideas in my head, and one of my big movie ideas were, if the Avengers are fighting, if there's a huge fight scene and buildings are getting torn down and things are happening, what happens to that person that's inside of that building? Does their family get upset that they get killed, or what if something falls on somebody? And this movie really takes that story and takes it to the next level and builds this movie off of a few characters, of people that just got hurt during the huge Superman fight scene in Man of Steel. So it's definitely a good movie. It's a couple things I wanted to touch on. So Alfred has super swag. We've never seen an Alfred like this before. Alfred, he fixing stuff. He can build things. He can drive the Batmobile. Alfred can do everything. So I was very excited to see, super swagged out Alfred. So that was awesome.
He was more what we were talking about last night was he was more of a partner more so than a butler. He and a mentor. I like that aspect of.
He was like Lucius / Alfred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What are some things that you?
It's gonna sound funny, but one of the things they tried to humanize. Superman with him having a serious relationship. They were showing him kind of intimate with Lois Lane, and then same thing with Batman. Batman woke up from a dream and there was a girl in the bed with him. Which I mean, it just shows that they are they have this superhero thing going on as well, but they have real lives too on the other side of it. So I just thought that was pretty cool to see them humanizing the two guys. And what do you think about Wonder Woman?
Oh my! So Wonder Woman throughout the whole movie, because she's a beautiful actress and that kind of thing. But her when she introduces herself as Wonder Woman, and it's time to have the fight scene, the way that she steps up on the scene is crazy. So that's a huge part of the movie. Everyone's gonna love that part. It's another part of the movie where she slices a car in half. What is this happening? Slicing cars in half. It's phenomenal. So I think a big question that everybody had in there that was definitely on my plate was, how did Ben Affleck do? I will say I was pleasantly surprised. I was infuriated that they picked Ben Affleck. I didn't think that he could pull the role off. But here's the thing about playing Batman. It is very, very difficult to play both Batman and Bruce Wayne. many actors, there's to me, has only been one actor that's been able to do so because, Michael Keaton, he could play a good Batman, but he sucked as Bruce Wayne. Val Kilmer, he was pretty good as, Bruce Wayne, not so good as Batman, but then we come along and we have Christian Bale. Knocks it out the park, both parts. And then Ben Affleck does the same. Yeah. Looking dapper in some of these beautiful suits. I was loving the wool suits. Mm-hmm. And I thought that I was like, he's doing this. This is great. What do you think?
I thought he did a great job. I thought he did a great job getting himself ready for the role. I mean, he was ripped. I never seen him like that. I mean, he was the role. Like, I mean, and that's one of the things. Like Nana said, like you don't think of Ben Affleck. He was in Daredevil. He had his Daredevil movie, which I didn't think he was very good in. And I'm not blaming him. I just didn't think the movie was very good. But I was the same way. Whenever I found out that he was going to be the Batman, I was like, I don't know about that. But I will say this. I said the same thing about Heath Ledger. When I heard that he was going to be the Joker, I said the same thing. Pleasantly surprised. I said the same thing about Tony Stark.
Playing Iron Man?
Yeah.
It's Michael Downey Jr. Is it that it?
Downey
somebody.
Yeah, Downey. Yeah, him. I didn't think that he'd be a good
Robert
Iron Man.
Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. I didn't think he'd be a good Iron Man, but he surprised me. So I guess the casting directors or the people who cast know what they're doing. So I know these people have to read for the role. So he obviously did a good job and he did a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing because from what I hear, there's going to be a standalone Batman movie. I'm looking very forward to seeing him in the whole movie. But he made this movie to me. To me, he made the movie. Henry Cavill is good. I mean,
is it Cavill?
Cavill, sorry.
We want to make sure we pronounce names.
Exactly. He did a good job. But like the Donna said last night, I think the part was written for him not very well. He did what they told him to do. Put it that way.
Another character that did what they were supposed to do, kind of speaking about Heath Ledger, was the character that played Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor is, in any comic book, in any cartoon, this genius.
Mm-hmm.
This man in this movie was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
It was really bordering the line of Heath Ledger Joker character, and I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like the interpretation. I like a calculating. Know what he's doing, Lex Luthor. I mean, not that the guy didn't know what he was doing, and I'm sure he was calculating everything, but the way he just presented it, I wasn't really feeling the way he presented his master scheme.
Good plot, good way to set up multiple things to happen so that they have to fight and this kind of thing, but it really just didn't. I like when he's like the smart, wicked character.
Exactly.
Not the little character.
Yep.
It seemed like I'm forgetting one more thing, but I definitely would. I will go check this movie out. I mean, I got the shirt on. I did not like the costume. So every time I saw the costume, especially on the shirts and things, I was ticked off. I was like, they better not have changed the costume, and they didn't. They made this costume for a special reason. You'll find out when he wears this costume why he has to wear it or whatever. But I was mad because I love the muscles and the tight costume. Mm-hmm. But he does wear this costume for a specific reason. So if you hung up on that, still go.
What do you think about the new characters that they show? Kind of like they introduced some of
Justice League. Yeah. They definitely introduced some of Justice League. I thought it was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. I was sad to see some people. The actors that play these characters already, they weren't in the movie. I was upset about that. And it's a particular character that I really want to see. I can go ahead and tell you. Arrow is not one of the characters that they introduced, and Arrow is it's a good show, and I think that should be one because I think that people would really, really like to see Arrow in the Justice League movie.
I agree. Other than that, I thought it was a good movie. I think you guys will like it. I just would maybe dampen your expectations of action from beginning to end. It's not. But the action kind of makes up for the beginning, but it's more of a thought. You need to think. It's like to help you think about stuff. That's all.
So if you have questions for us, please send them. If you have suggestions, so we took a suggestion from one of my friends. They wanted us to have a popcorn bowl of some type. So eventually we'll have popcorn in there. Maybe we'll eat some and shout out our popcorn peeps. But yeah, so anything you have it, we can send us something on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Sibling Filmery, FilmALY. We have a very good time, and I guess we'll see you in 2 Thursdays. I don't know what we're gonna go see just yet, but
we'll put it on social media.
On social media.
All right.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.